Hey everybody, Adam Loves Photographist back here with you on this May the 4th. Happy National Star Wars Day, everybody, to my fellow Star Wars nerds, which, I mean, like I care. So yeah, sorry guys, I know it's been, seems like a century since I made a video. I've been on the road for about a month or so, been out west, Saguaro National Park, Death Valley, Monument Valley, Zion, you name it. We were, like I said, on the road for about 4 weeks. I'm starting a new thing, putting my Instagram and my Facebook down in the description below. So, hey, if you want to cruise some of those pictures, be my guest. Now, first things first, as I have been delinquent on the K&F Concept tripod giveaway here, and you don't have to wait any longer because we're about to do that right now. As you know, I choose these from the visible new subscribers every month or from the folks that commented on the video. And this time around, it's looking like it is going to be Mr. Josh Spore. Hope it's Spore, S-P-O-R-R-E, Spore maybe. Anyway, Josh, you are the new owner of the K&F Concept 2524 travel tripod. Shoot me a message and give me your shipping details and I'll get that out to you. Okay, and before we move on to the actual video, I'm going to announce this month's giveaway item. Again, it's a K&F product. Hey, I get to send a shit ton of them, so bear with me. But it's the K&F Concept, I think it's the 882, yeah, KF Concepts 882C speed light. I did a review on this over at contrastly.com. It's actually a really nice little speed light. It's kind of a clone of the Canon 430 EX2 that I used to use when I did people. Anyway, makes a lot of light and hey, it's cheap. So that is going to be the giveaway item, not just the box. I'll put the flash in there. This is going to be the giveaway item for May. New subscribers, like I said, if your account's private, I can't see you. I'm sorry, I can't enter you. So make your account public or put a comment on the video and I'll make sure you're entered into the drawing for May. And like I said, guys, what today's video is going to be about, if you hadn't saw from the title, is going to be about making money from photography, kind of what people don't tell you. And yes, I am, quote, a professional, super air quote, professional photographer. And not only have I been on the road for about a month, the Faces of Grayson photo book, yeah, go figure, my brand new photo book. It covers the wild ponies from the Grayson Highlands in Virginia. And these are the advanced copies. I've got 1,000 of them coming. And hey, if you're interested, shoot me a message. I'll make sure you get one. What else? I have a brand new Amazon store. Yeah, I'm not joking. It's called Mirrorless Connection. It's everything to do with mirrorless photography, mirrorless cameras, adapters, that kind of stuff, bags, tripods, anything like that. It's what you call an Amazon affiliate store. So everything's on Amazon. You come to my site, forward you over there, and that's where you actually check out. And that leads me to what this video is actually going to be about today. It's a subject that not a lot of people talk about, and when they do talk about, they probably kind of bullshit you because they're trying to sell you something, which is kind of weird because everybody gets into photography thinking you're going to be doing nothing but selling prints, taking pictures, that kind of thing. And sometimes that is true, but I'm going to tell you a little bit more about that actually right now. So how do you make money in the photography industry? Well, the first way, don't let anybody lie to you. There is no secret formula. I'm not about to tell you a secret formula. And you know, hell, I'm not even about to tell you what I did, but I'll give you a few examples. But the big thing is, if you're in the photography business and you don't do portraits, weddings, events, that kind of thing, to where you have, which is just a whole other level of hell as far as I'm concerned. Anyway, I used to do that. I don't do it anymore. But unless you are in that racket, that genre of photography, it is very difficult. Now I say impossible to actually make money or make a living selling your prints, and your prints alone, especially when you're just starting out. Even all the big name photographers nowadays, if you look at some of their websites and look at their stuff, they don't just sell prints. They sell prints, of course, but they have workshops, they have books, they have ebooks, they have video courses. All that kind of stuff rolled into one is how you make money and make a living from photography. You know, and like I said, if you don't do portraits and that kind of work, I'm not saying there's anything wrong with that. If you do weddings, that kind of thing, I'm just not that into it. Yeah. Anyway, kind of back to the point. If you are just starting out in photography and you're wondering how to make money, that kind of stuff, it is easy to get discouraged because, you know, you're not going to be able to go out there and sell your landscape pictures, you know, for hundreds of dollars a piece, especially if you're just starting out. So I want to do a few recommendations this time around, some stuff that really helped me when I started out. And it's not something that, one thing, it doesn't cost a lot of money, anything like that, but it's books. It's knowledge. It's something that will make a little switch flip in your head to realize that you can do this if you're innovative, if you're smart. I'm not smart, but you know, things happen. I got my way into it. Anyway, the first one is this book. It was actually given to me. It's called LIDLIPS, Lessons I Didn't Learn in Photography School. It's by a cool guy named Ansel Adams. Ansel is an excellent photographer in his own right, like a pedigreed photographer. Really knows what he's doing. He's called like the master of speed lights. He even put out the Speed Lighters Handbook, another awesome book if you do a lot of artificial lighting. But anyway, in this book, Ansel talks about all the stuff he didn't learn in photography school. And that's where LIDLIPS comes from, lessons I didn't learn in photography school. And up to the point where I read through this book, I was under the impression that since I didn't go to photography school, since I was self-taught, all these kind of things that are negative, that I really didn't have any kind of a future in photography, no matter what I did. But after reading this and knowing who it comes from, like I said, Ansel is a very accomplished guy. After reading this, I realized that if you want it bad enough, if you're willing to sacrifice, put in the work, you can literally do anything you want in photography or otherwise. So if you're just getting started and you need a little bit of kick in the ass, LIDLIPS by Ansel Adams. I'll put a link in the description for you as well. The second book, and it's a big one. I think this is an actual first edition, no big deal. I found it on eBay. But I don't know if you've heard of a guy called Ansel Adams. I'm just kidding, everybody's heard of Ansel Adams. This is his autobiography. It's Ansel Adams, an autobiography. That's how you know what it is. It goes back to what I was saying about how it's very difficult to just make money selling prints or a direct sale of your photography unless you do like portrait work, that kind of thing. So in this book, Ansel, you know, literally probably the most well-known photographer of our time, Ansel talks about how he got into photography, why he was doing it, how hard it was, the things that he did, and even Ansel Adams, this guy, didn't start making a living directly from his photography until later in his life. So keep it in perspective, guys. You're doing okay. It's going to be okay. Don't get discouraged. Check out Ansel Adams' biography to tell you just how, you know, the ins and outs from one of the absolute greats in the medium. So what else can I tell you? The way to make a living in photography, which I'm one of those few people who can put their money where their mouth is. I quit my 12-year career in healthcare almost a year ago. I'll have my quitting anniversary in August, I think August 4th. And hey, look around, it's not grand, but you know, I hadn't lost my house, hadn't lost my vehicle. I'm doing okay. Probably not gonna get rich off of this, but it's absolute freedom. And it all came about because of photography. How did I do it? There again, I sell maybe 3 or 4 prints a year, which is kind of sad. But I branched out and opened myself up to all these other ways to make money. And it's like I said, it's not like, you know, incredible money. Apparently it's enough to buy a lightsaber. But nonetheless, it is an income, and it's a sustainable income if you're smart about it. So just from my own personal experience, when I started out, like, I wanted to do nothing but photography. I wanted to do prints of landscapes, adventures, that kind of thing. I didn't like doing people per se. I started out doing weddings, portraits, you know, senior pictures, that kind of stuff, but I hated it. So when I moved into this, I branched out and began writing. Photography education is something I really love doing because I love teaching people this kind of thing. And that snowballed. You know, I started with the writing. I got more and more writing jobs. A opportunity came up to start making development presets in Lightroom. Started doing that. That snowballed. That led into doing ebooks. That's kind of snowballed. Making YouTube videos. And everything else that's came from that is a derivative of me staying open-minded. You know, hey, I may not be able to make money on prints right now to keep it going, but hey, I might be able to do something else. Always look around for opportunities. Usually don't say no, but you'll know when to say no, if that makes any sense to you. And the biggest thing that I can tell you is just don't stop. If you want to do something that, in photography, straight photography, portraits, anything like that, you can do it, but you have to be open to other opportunities as you go. And hey, you can end up like me, quit a job and still end up doing stuff that you love, but you didn't know you loved it until you started doing it. So it's kind of a weird thing to do. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. This video, like I said, I hope you get something out of it. If you're just starting off, check out the description for all the links on those books I was telling you about. And I will be back for another video, hopefully more sooner than later, to announce the winner of that K&F Concept Speedlight. Until then, this has been Adam Welch, photographist, everybody, and I will see you next time.